Nigeria does not want the death of anybody. UK-based pastor warns Sowore after he was shot. Pastor Ayo Ekerele is an author, public speaker, researcher, leadership expert, and the leader of pastor at Rema for Living Assembly in London, United Kingdom to be precise. He took to his verified Facebook page to warn Omoyele Sowore after he was dead, allegedly shot by the police during the protest in Abuja. See what he said below. I have personally spoken to Sowore not once, not twice. Nigerian does not worth dying for. Dying for Nigeria is the most foolish thing anybody can do. The return of that investment in zoo is so wrong. What has happened to Nigeria after Ken Saro-Wiwa was killed? What happened and what Gani Fawemimo said during them that made him to die for Nigeria, also MKO, and so on and so forth. Has Nigerian changed then? No. I told him that he is too important to us and the next generation for us to lose him. There is a difference between zeal and wisdom. Now they have attempted to kill him for us. You are dealing with criminals here. This is just heartbreaking. You are not a great man because you are or you see problems or trouble and decide to walk into it deliberately. Great and wise men know when it fights or when to fight and when to retreat. I appreciate your uncommon sacrifices, but not for Nigeria. This country is soaked in evil and wickedness. This Nigeria is not worth dying for. Nothing will come out of your death, and the people will just move on. Please, can we pray for Sowore for his quick recovery? That is what is paramount to us right now as a person. And also speaking, Adams he said he made his own comments on the shooting of Sowore. He said Sowore's shooting reflection of federal government tolerance. Gani Adams report. Are Onokankafo of Yoruba land, Gani Abiodun Adams, has condemned the Nigerian police force for shooting the publisher of Sahara Reporters and the convener of Revolution Now protests. Omoyele Sowore during a peaceful protest held at the Unity Fountain in Abuja. Independent Online News had earlier reported that Sowore was shot by gun-wielding policemen drafted to the venue of the protest. The police, who had already been sanctioned at the fountain before the arrival of the activists and other protesters, they opened fire on the unarmed protesters. In a statement by his special assistant on media, Kehinde Aderemi Gani Adams flew the police for disrupting peaceful protests and also opened fire on unarmed protesters. He said that Nigeria is heading towards a tailspin. How can you explain the attack on peaceful protesters in the country that prides itself on being democratic? The attack was a show of shame, and it was a reflection of the federal government's intelligence to the opposition. It's only in Nigeria that governments feel uncomfortable with opposition voices. In developed climes, democracy is about being tolerant with opposition. Adams Gaba, however, charged the intelligence and investigates the circumstances surrounding the shooting, adding that the culprits must be brought to book. The Yoruba Generalissimo also urged the federal government to concentrate on finding solutions to the situation challenges in the country, maintaining that any attempts to eliminate Sowore would be resisted by well-meaning Nigerians. What else does this government want from the young activists? The federal government has restricted its movements to Abuja and its freedom, and also businesses had been tampered upon. He couldn't have access to his immediate family. So, what does the federal government want from these activists? Meanwhile, many people also sustained varying degrees of injury during these incidents. Thank you for listening to this news. Wow, this is absolute wickedness. I know this policeman has been bribed to do all of this, to do this to Sowore. Yes, you can imagine. Immediately he shot the gun, he flew. He never waited, because he knows that if he had waited, he will be captured. So he ran quickly before he could be caught. You can imagine, this is not fair. This attack was a show of shame on the federal government, and it was a reflection of federal government intelligence to opposition. It is only in Nigeria that federal government feels uncomfortable with the opposition voices. Yes, whenever they hear or they are being criticized, whenever someone comes out to say the truth about them, they are always getting angry. They always getting angry by attacking the person that is saying the truth about them. You can imagine. What else does this government want from these young activists? Federal government had restricted its movements to Abuja, and its freedom and business had been tampered with. What else do they want for them? Until they kill this man totally, or they wipe him off from this country. Is that what they want? That is what they want. Look at what they wanted to do to Nnamdi Kanu. But Nnamdi Kanu never allowed them to have their ways. He quickly ran out of the country. Look at what they did to ESN commander. ESN commander believed so much in his charm. Believed so much on his charm, and he relaxed and sat down and said, oh, this charm will help him. But what happened at the end of the day? He was shot. He was shot. He would have taken the advice of those that are really gone far in charm protecting, or that are really dependent on their charm and it works for them. He believes that his charm will protect him, and at the end of the day, he was killed. They set him up and they killed him. Imagine, this coalition for revolution has also demanded justice for Sowore. In a statement issued by the co-covenant of the group, Baba Aye, and the Benga Komolafe, they condemned what is described as an assassination attempt on the activists. The group also requested that all police officers involved in this attack be brought to justice. The statement read that Omoyole Sowore, national chairman of the African Action Congress, was shot this morning by the bestial police, Nigerian police force, as he tried to muster support for demonstrations to protest insecurity across the country, as he has always been doing, organized by a sister civil society body. His coalition for revolution condemned this attempted assassination in the most categorical term. We demand that all police officers involved in this brutal attack at the Unity Fountain, Abuja, be brought to book. Be brought to book immediately. This is the last in the series. It is the last in the series of repressive measures meted out against the activists and citizens journalists. So it will be recalled that Sowore, who is also national convener of the Take It Back movement and affiliate of CO, was illegally detained from 3rd August of 24th of December 2019 by the security police. Despite a series of court orders, the state did not even release him until there was a groundswell of protest. So viewers, what is your take on this news? Thank you as you listen to this news. Bye.